Liz Clayton has been with Trowbridge for the last 2 or 3 years. She works out of a fantastic studio down in the Somerset countryside in the UK. Her particular style is watercolours, and the most recent project she's been working on with Martin is a reinterpretation of the classic English prints, Redutes and Besslers, giving them a more softer watercolour feel, which is a more transitional image that is both at home within the contemporary environment as well as the traditional setting.
Trowbridge have a number of fairly universal themes, of which probably the greatest one is flowers. And if you look back at what we've done over 30 years, we're always featuring flowers. Probably the greatest artist was Redute, and I guess the challenge now is how do you take the work of Redute and re-style it so that it's relevant for today. So this was a perfect project for Liz, and we sat down a couple of months ago. We identified that probably the flowers that have most impact nowadays are the single flowers rather than the bouquets, which are more complex. So we looked at doing a set of, say, 6 or 8 of Redute's single flowers in a modern interpretation.
Liz Clayton is equally at home with abstract work, and her minimalist compositions are one of our top sellers and have been for the past year. She has a print background and has worked in the textile industry and is able to move across different styles and different techniques and work with interior designers to create images that are just perfect for any environment, be they traditional or contemporary.
I think probably the most important way I spend my time is with the artists, because ultimately that is what the business is. A lovely thing that's grown up in the last 4 or 5 years is we now employ directly 5 in-house artists.
So one of the most challenging things about being an artist at Trowbridge is probably having to sort of interpret ideas that Martin brings into me. At the moment he really likes things that have lots of white in there, changing the backgrounds that's quite textured, changing the colour palettes. Ultimately, by having our team of in-house artists, that allows us to give the full service to the client. And on the one hand they can come to us with the requirements for a project, but also from our point of view it's quite nice just to surprise them.